Hello everyone, welcome to Simon Tools. We're gonna do some cars today. In front of me is the Falcon xr6 2004 Ute. Falcon xr6 Ute 2004. So the customer wants to replace this bumper bar, and they're concerned about the engine. The engine have done like nearly 500,000 K. Still go really good. A bit of the front bumper came off, broken, and I got some cable tie. Now the cable tie, the tight. So we have to. They want me to replace the front bumper and the engine. They're concerned about the engine. Has some oil leak underneath where the gearbox is. So it must be the rear main seal is gone. So consider that we have to take up the engine to rear main seal to rebuild the whole engine, or the best way we have to buy a second-hand engine. The second-hand engine is only done more than 100,000, like 130,000 K. So we're gonna put them on much quicker and cheaper than we have to replace this one. And much cheaper than we have to reconditioning this one. So I think about pull this one out, and get another second-hand engine, put it in much quicker. So if I pull it out, cost me time, and rebuild it, it's gonna cost you more than you buy a second-hand engine. So I rather get a second-hand engine. It's done more than 100,000 K. It's still better than this one, done nearly 500,000 K, I think. So I'm gonna do that shortly. So replace bumper bar. So this is the Falcon xr6U. It's still really good nick on the back. Later we do some painting job too. So we just open up and get ready to pull the whole engine out. Remove the engine is very easy. So see all the plug underneath the computer. Unplug them all and undo the radiator. Take all the radiator out and undo the extractor, and go underneath, undo the towel shaft and the gearbox mouth, and then we can pull the whole, undo the engine mount, of course, and we can lift the whole engine up. After we got the new one, put all the gearbox and everything back in, and we do the same way. Just put them back in and put the plug in. Much easy. This one very simple. So all this comes first. My plan is unplug this one. 2 wires here. See this one? It's already come out easily, very easily. Took off all the plugs, the 2 plugs, and I try to save the gas. So what I do is undo this plug, remove the air conditioning condenser on one side, so we lift up the engine so the gas still stay in there, and bleeding the oil from the transmission. Make sure it's drained well. Get all the oil from the gearbox, the power steering pump out too. And then before we go underneath and undo from the back, and everything done. So we gotta take off the radiator, and everything nearly ready to go. Gonna do next is remove this belt, and then do number 10 for bolt there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we hang this one on the side of the engine, the car, on the side of the car. This one out, so we just leave it here. You get something tied it along against the wall, so you have more roomy to remove the engine out. So get something to tighten. Or disconnect the power steering pump, disconnects, vacuum line heater house disconnects all there. And now all we have to do is see that the 2 bolts that holding the extractor down there, just undo that 2 bolts, and when it's loose you can take this one off and it's free to go. And we go underneath. Thing on the top is out. Now we jack it up. So that's how I tie the air compressor there. Now we're gonna jack it up and go underneath, undo the fuel lines and 2 bolts at the extractor I said, and the towel shaft, and I can move the engine out. Yes, out, put on the car here now. Now I try to remove the so everything else, and then now I go underneath. I will remove the accessory attached to the gearbox. So what I have to do is take off the nuts and bolts from the top shaft. Now I try to take off this one, the gear lever cable, gear selection cable, and then the oil cable there, and then we leave that oil cable there when we lift the engine up. So and then we take off that crossbar and we can pull the engine out. So this engine, see that oil is leaking from engine or the gearbox, so we just better take it off and replace another engine. When remove the fuel line, all we do, remove the fuel line. So I pull one out already, and I have to mark one with this color, so I know with silver color, right? Silver. So when I put them back together, I don't mix the fuel line. Remove these two bolts, number 13 bracket here, and take this one off and put on the side, so we can put the engine cable out. Now I put a little bit along there, and now I do the starter motor here, and then we can pull the engine out. All done. We gotta put the the gearbox hose line out together, so later we put it back in together as well, so much easy. Then we separate it out, and then later it's gonna be kinked somewhere and it's very hard to put it back together, so better bring the whole cable out at the same time. Already tied it up here like that, so make it more roomy for me to put it out. The only last thing we have to do now is just take off the crossbar from the engine mouth, from the gearbox mouth, and then we can lift up the engine. Ready to go, baby. Here we go. The crossbar there, so we go underneath and undo it by wet gun.
On it off there.
Yeah, mate.
We'll pull the motor right out, have you?
Yeah, mate. Let's see what else we can need. We need nothing else but money.
Money.
Shit. Crossbar.
Yeah, sitting on the crossbar.
No.
Yeah, yeah. This one.
You sit on the sway bar.
Yeah, the sway bar.
Sway bar there.
On this side,
Yeah.
look, you can see where it's going.
You can see with the sway bar there. So what I need to
Jack up underneath.
I'll put it down, let it go, chuck, loose the string. Move this one back inside there. So I can check up from here. Check out.
Over.
Yeah. Come out. Hang on.
Yeah, chop off that sway bar now.
Hang on, I'll get this one out first. So we have to remove the two engine side next time. Put the engine blocks in this cell in first, and then this one come last. Okay. So we're gonna remove this one so we can get something put a jack on the back there, but we try to tune this one here. See, we need the bar. We need to bring it underneath there. Oh, hang on. It's touching the.
Oh yeah, it's right on the ground.
Okay, what we do is. Okay. Now we're gonna push it back and then chuck it up. Okay. See, it's coming up now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna chuck up and then just chuck up. There. Yo! Oh,
Okay.
done. Done deal.
Oops.
Oops. What the hell?
Hit on the back.
Don't worry. Just take it up a little bit and then we take it up. Tip up. Tip up. Okay, done. It's on the back of the car. I didn't know that. I didn't know it's so important. Okay, check it out. I didn't know it's so important. Okay, check it out all the way, brother.
Alright.
All the way we go, bro. Okay, put it back a little bit. Put to the front. Put to the front. More. More. Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh no. Oh no. Yep. Keep going. You make it. Oh.
We'll get
Yeah.
it,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let go, baby. Let go, baby. Let go, baby. Go for your country, baby. Go. Okay. Stop. 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 I'm tired, man. Okay, put it down. Okay, hold it here. Move your leg. What do you want there?
I want to put this in the car so you can take my slide out. There's the car.
Yeah, I think so. Cheers,
I've opened up the beer, brother. We are celebrating because we got it out. This is real easy way
to celebrate.
to celebrate. We got the
Got the V8 out of the
Barbara's 4-liter Ford real Aussie engine was out by my stupid way. I got some damage to the body
and a little bit
of damage there. We checked the
line.
yeah, we bent the power steering line, so we may fix that up. See any leaking before we put it back. So we could put that one later. We're gonna straight that one in. So but so far no leak at all. So we're gonna put a gearbox out. We're gonna keep the gearbox. Take all the sensor out, and you see the smoke here. That's where the head gone. See, smoke.
Right, yeah.
Smoke. That's where they use oil, man. And engine start using smoke. See, everywhere. See.
Yeah, full of carbon.
Yeah. So I get number 13, Andrew. Knock this one out. We're gonna keep the gearbox. So before we undo the bolt for the gearbox bolt, so before we do that, we have to take off the 4 bolts that holding on the store converter here. So we take this one out. See that bolt there? We have to remove 4 of them in 4 corners here before we do anything. Okay. Now we're gonna take off the gearbox and throw the engine away, and we swap the other second-hand engine on. 2 bolts for the gearbox, and we can remove the gearbox out. So you're gonna buy a gearbox oil filter. We put it back before we put on the another engine. Okay, we got him out. Oh good. Oh good, done. Okay, that's it. See out. Stock converter out. Okay. Still plenty of oil in there. Okay. So that's a stock converter. I think that's a new one. This is aftermarket. Someone been modified. And we're gonna buy a new seal for this one before we put them on. So before I beware of the oil running out from here from the gearbox. Out the gearbox, I always replace the main seal here for the stock converter slide in here. So I always replace the seal and oil filter seal for the transmission down the bottom. I go and get some now. A leaking pump when I pull out the flywheel and same with plate. You see the oil here wet, buddy. So that's why we're supposed to pull it out and replace the new old ring seal. Should be alright, but for me the guy before who playing with the gearbox, he pulled them out, or maybe changing the flywheel, they didn't insert properly, and see the oil coming out from the nuts and bolt here. All the nuts and bolts will loose as well, so that's where all the oil coming out from. So when we do that, just replace the new engine. For the new engine, we got more space to put our hand in to do the replace the king spring, upgrade it. So we got more hand to undo the nuts and bolt like last time to the Falcon AU. So we can take that one up and replace the new king spring and shocks for this one. They want to upgrade, make it stronger to make the better handling the car. Everyone, another beautiful day. Today I went and picked up the new engine. This is the engine that has been stripped out, the old one. I keep all that for spare, like manifold, wire harness, and replace the dashboard because I take everything out. Keep it for parts and the gearbox we do that later. Right now, here is the new engine. I just got it from the wreckers, so I'm gonna open up this one, replace the rear main seal before we install it into the engine. And it's ready to go. Just put straight on all the wire harness and everything. When we buy the second-hand engine, they come everything complete. But one thing first, you have to make sure tight the bolt on the intake manifold again, because the gasket, the rubbers, they loose, they squeeze, and you have to tie them in more. So make sure they're not leaking air. Okay, otherwise it's leaking air, because see that little nuts and bolt number 10 here. You have to tie that up again. Make sure it's tight before we put in the engine, before we put the engine on. Otherwise everything good. So this engine's only 150,000 K, so better than that one, done 450,000 K. So it's still going good, but the main reason is see this leaking from here, because with the guy who modify and put the different store converter, when they put into the flywheel bolt and not the 4 bolt when we tried to open here earlier, it didn't tighten enough, so that's why it's vibration. So that's why leaking air and oil from there. I don't know, but anyway, it's still good. It's not blew up engine. We just want to update to the lower K. Mate, goodbye mate, rest in peace. Now I take it to the tip, get some money for petrol. Engine hanging here, prepare, waiting for the I replaced new water pump, because the water pump got something stuck in here from the second-hand engine when I put in, and replace this one into the metal. You see plastic, we replace this one into metals, and by the time we're waiting for parts, we gonna replace the seal and the filter for the gearbox. So we got a seal, got a filter kit and the input shaft seal. And I turn it around. I replace the oil filter first. Roll. There we go. Number 10. And we got him out. We're gonna get this one out. Oh, oil coming out now. More oil coming out. It's alright. Good. Number 10. Make sure it have a new rubber seal. Check the old rubber seal in there. See, take all the old rubber seal inside here out. Make sure get it out, huh? Old one. Oh, see, check. Beautiful. That's it. We put one thin layer of silicone seal maker. So I always use silicone just in case one day this one go hard, so it's not sealing down properly, so we better use silicone. See, so when the silicone sit inside here, when it one go hard, the oil go inside here and come out, so it stop the oil coming out. So that I want to make sure secure that way. That's it. This one we don't need, we lay it down here, it's super hot, it's going to always pressing down, but the inside here, the oil coming back from the gap. Okay, we're going to put that one there, and this one there, going to be in like that. Done. Okay, put the bolt and nut back in. One more seal shop to go, main input shop. After put the new seal on, now we put the stock converter back in. So before we put in the attack to the engine, so always this one in first. Don't ever try to put this one on the flywheel and slide the gearbox in. Never do that. Never do that. Turn until it go all the way in. That's it. It's in all the way now. So it should be like that all the time. Put on the engine. We bolt them all in, and then we turn the flywheel until we match the hole, and we put the bolt back in. Don't ever put this one on the flywheel first. Okay. Don't ever lift up all the way. You may break your back. Just do slowly. One is online. Now you can bolt the top two bolt on, and then it should coming in and looking for the, see the gap on the thing there. See the pin, especially that one, this one online, and then it should come in when you screw this top one in slowly. So it should be in. Okay, give it a good shake. That's it. See, when you shake it, now it can't line. All line. Now you can do anything you like. It's all on now. That's it, buddy. And then later we jack it up. Put that 4 bolt that holding the stock converter. Bolt in. Make sure it's very tight, huh? Before, when I remove this one, it's really loose. The guy who put the stock converter, modified the stock converter, they didn't put it in properly, so it's not strong enough. Gearbox in place. Now we try to turn. We need number 24. Put in here and turn the engine until you will see the bolt light up where the stock converter is. You can see it. And I put this one away, you can see it. So I'm gonna show you. I turn this one until I see the bolt, to the light up in the stock converter down there. There we go. You can see the line here. See the line. So turn a little bit back. So it's going to be light up, and then we'll put the nuts and bolt on. But make sure always use Loctite. Before the boy they removed the nail, they didn't put the Loctite in. That's why the trouble is. Always use Loctite. Before no Loctite, that's why it's damaged the to the engine, okay, to the main seal. Oh, it looks tight. Whew, too much. Put some out here. Let's put some out here. See, line up. So you keep do that to the other 3, okay? Now you can bolt in really hard. So very careful this one. The whole case is here. The whole gearbox turning is very fast every day. If you don't do it carefully, it's gonna come up and it makes big vibration and big damage to your pocket, okay? Gotta pay big money. Install the oil out before we put it in the engine, much easy for you. So everything in place, starter motor in. We now have to go get some oil and Z9 oil filter. So when you put the Z9 oil filter, don't put too tight because later we're gonna have to remove this one, so we can slide the bolt for the engine mount bolt, okay? The steel extension pulley, you just put on, you can get one on eBay, just put on the part number is EP141 and it will show up and you can buy one. So better put steel in and steel in, so it's much stronger and it can handle more heat, okay? You can do that to every Falcon BABF, okay buddy? From the second-hand engine, it had a broken belt stuck in here. So to be honest, I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna order the other belt put on. It's broken, it's stuck in here. So when you remove the water pump out, there's the old seal, the paper one, it's been burned and hard. So please guys, better take it off, okay? Because if you're using double seal, they wouldn't last long. It will leak for time being and it's gonna be leak. So better get a scraper, scrape them all out like what I did here and clean them and make sure when you buy a pump it came with the new seal. For the engine in, so we got more room in that nuts and bolt for over there. That's for bolt there holding the bar for the springs. So we upgrade the springs before we put the engine in. Too heavy, I can't lift by myself. This one, the hard thing, it go past the see the holes where the power steering pump is. We have to take up the battery so we can angle one this side. So next time, to remove this one, easy to take the battery out and tangle on one side like this, so you can lift it up easy. So that's what I do. I pull the battery in, and now I put the engine back in, and then I put it down. Done. That's how I put it on, buddy. Replace the engine, so we have to tilt the other side up, make sure they line up, so we can put this one on and the other side on, and we put the engine down. All I have to wait is the new water pump and ready to put everything back together, and bumper, and spray the car and ready to go. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode when I start the car and I paint the car. I got the new bumper, so that our bumper in the car out there. I got the new bumper and the grill in the car here already, so that brand new bumper. Just waiting for that one to replace that old one. So thank you for watching, guys. If you have any comments, please comments down below, or any question, please ask me. I will tell you whatever I know. That's all I know. So it's really good to go to put the engine mount on, ready to go. And I see you guys in the next videos for updating. Next videos, new shocks on and new brake pads, and then when I got all in and start the car, and I will show you more. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.